The motion is on the need for immediate disaster response by the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, to communities in Demsa, Numa, Guyuk, and Lamurde local governments of Adamawa State, severely affected by flooding in October 2019. The Senate notes that the National Emergency Management Agency was established via Act Number 12, as amended by Act Number 50 of 1999, for the purpose of managing disasters in Nigeria through the formulation of policies on all activities relating to disaster management and coordination of plans and programs for efficient and effective response to disasters in Nigeria. The Senate, aware that a major disaster in form of destructive flooding occurred in October 2019 as a result of the release of excess water by the authorities of Lamurde Dam in Cameroon, further aware that NEMA performed a disaster response action by distributing relief materials to communities in Fufore, Yola South, Yola North, and Gire local governments of Adamawa State affected by the floods, and notes that this intervention by NEMA was not extended to other local governments in Adamawa State along the River Benue Valley, equally affected by the flood disaster. And the Senate concerned that although the attention of the Director General of NEMA was drawn to the need to provide relief materials to communities of the 4 local governments mentioned, which were severely affected by the October floods, nothing has been done by NEMA to date. And disturbed that NEMA will appear to be selective in its disaster response intervention, Senate accordingly resolves as follows. 1, to direct NEMA to immediately implement a response program for the flood disaster that affected various communities of Demsa, Numa, Lamurde, Guyuk, local governments of Adamawa State, as per the detailed submission already made to NEMA. And 2, direct the Senate committees on special duties, ecology and climate change, and environment to investigate the effectiveness of NEMA in their disaster response activities in 2019. I so move. Thank you.
Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, Senator Isa Shuaib-Ulao representing Taraba North, I rise this morning to support my brother, my neighbor, on the need to call NEMA to order. We all know that each time there is flood along the Benue Valley, it's right from Adamawa, Taraba, and Benue. There is no way that NEMA, each time if there is flood, they will select some few areas and give relief materials and leave the others. While it's a natural phenomenon that once the dam is released, the water flow down up to Lokoja. When there is disaster, NEMA needs to go along the river Benue and see which area is really affected with a view to bringing relief to the areas affected. Mr. President, my distinguished colleague, I rise to support the motion heavily moved by my brother and to ask NEMA to bring relief materials to all the affected areas along the Benue Valley. I so support. Thank you.
NEMA to immediately implement a response program for the flood disaster that affected various communities in Demsa, Numa, and Guyuk, and Lamurde, the local governments of Adamawa State, as per detailed submission already made to NEMA. Those in favor of the prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 2. Direct the Senate committees on special duties, Ecology and Climate Change and Environment investigate the effectiveness of NEMA in their disaster response activities in 2019. Those in favor of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Additional prayer.